Boima, Boima travel the West African region. And they said there were some opposition activities, and Boima related that there was a breach in Conakry. And these people said they wanted to overthrow Ahmed Sekou Touré. And they decided to execute them. When they executed them, they hung them on the bridge. On the bridge. And that day, for some strange reason, if you went to South Beach Prison, I don't know if it stayed there, but there's a building, they call it a gallows. They did some hanking here in the early 70s. And all of us, I guess curiosity took us to the gallows. When we saw the gallows, that sight sent chill to our spine. We all went back to the cell. We went to the cell. And then Boima came with a great analysis. All the time we spent in prison, I do not recall the chilly night. There was no day that impacted me than that day. Boima description of how they treated the political opposition in Guinea. I recall not too long they released Boima, took him up. They took up all the guys, they freed them. Matthew had written the letter that I read. President Talbot had constituted the 31-man Netessier Brownell commission. You may want to know something quick. Netessier Brownell was part of the opposition in 1956, a lawyer. He was treated very badly in prison. I think he spent over 10 years in prison. There's another lawyer they call Billy Harris, opposition. He spent over 10 years in prison. But these men, they have good reputation. So the country respected them. They by association, the legal, all the people, they respected Netessier Brownell, Billy Harris, Cassell, Abayomi Cassell. These were very knowledgeable lawyers. But most of the cases they did a good bit of opposition cases. They put everything they had, they knew, to oppose the government or to bring out truth for our country. And so today you can now have JPC, all the civil society organization, and all of that. These were able lawyers. I guess they were not looking for money. I like to believe they were looking for the truth. They stood tall, eyeball to eyeball with True Whig Party. And they knew what it took to oppose the almighty True Whig Party. Their symbol was the elephant. How many of you have seen elephant? How many people in this country have seen live elephant? When an animal is walking, right? Imagine that thing stepping on you. Imagine True Whig Party stepping on you. you dead. You dead. You dead. They told Chesson. Netesle Branel again came and combed the facts. And combed the facts. What led to April 14? And how we can save our country from April 14, or as a result of April 14. And you, Commissioner, if you have not gotten the copy of Netesle Branel report, please find it and read it. I have some here, but I will not read it because you're supposed to do your homework before you call people here. Yeah, I will not read it. It's not disrespect to the Commission, but I just want the Commission to do its work. We came, Netesle Branel issued his report. President Talbot, we requested President Talbot from prison. He was gracious enough to allow Oscar Quia and Baccus Matthews to meet with him in Bentall. No publicity. They took the prisoners, to go meet with a papi. Yeah. They met the president and some of the people. They had I guess, when Mr. Quia came back to us at the prison, we were so anxious and we just want to hear what the president say. Because we're tired of being JB. I've never been to a police station, let alone jail. So what you say, my man? Oscar acting big and bad now, he gets some strong information. They have separated him from Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews was taken back to NSA. And then a few days later, the Branel Commission report was released. And part of the recommendation was to release all of us, the leadership of power. June 26, 1979. It's important for you to know, though, that at that time, President Talbot was preparing to host the OU. There was nothing in this world that would stand between Mr. Talbot hosting the OU and becoming the spokesperson for Africa. President Talbot wanted it, and he wanted it bad. To be the spokesperson of Mother Africa. And which of us would not like it? Which of us in the political business would not want to speak for this continent, this great continent, this proud land, this richest real estate on the face of this earth? Which of us would not want to be the spokesperson? Here was something we had to. We wanted to get out of jail very badly so that we go do opposition. We wanted it, and we wanted it bad. We didn't want for public to lose the sense that we took them to this critical point and we will run away. Or we couldn't afford for the word to be that one of us had been killed, or that one of us changed to True Whig Party, because there were a lot of gestures made. So President Talbot released us, and I don't think it was deliberate. April 27, We went to Gerda Street. You know, with the ex-prisoner now. We went to Gerda Street from jail now. And that day, June 27, 1979. And that day, for some reason, I don't know why, but it just happened. Everyone had some little t-shirt looking nasty up, you know, wearing t-shirt. And President Tolbert said security, they wanted to see us. And we must go to the people's mansion in t-shirt, we're naked. When we got in the office was Speaker Richie Abraham Henrys, Frank Talbot, E. Reginald Townsend, chairman of the party. He was also Minister of Presidential Affairs. No, in fact, the True Whig Party, yeah, with Thompson, I think it was Thompson was chairman of the party. And then in our meeting was the this guy was new. I later on learned, very smart man, they call him Dr. Ewudan. A blinding scholar, very knowledgeable. And Ewu was in the office. And Ewu was the note taker. On our side for Gabriel Matthews, Oscar Jai Kuya, Samuel Polyvius Jackson, and Kahn Carlor. We arrived, you know, all the True Whig Party people, they were seated on the right hand of the president. And we were seated on the left side of the woman. And when we were seated, the president asked the security to leave the room. He asked the press to leave the room. And Gabriel got on his feet. He thanked the president for his goodwill that never has it been done. Political prisoners to be free and be invited, and we're appreciative of the president's offer. And in the middle of Matthew's statement, Frank Talbot stood and he said to the president, "You allow them here again? These same boys, you bring them here again?" After we spent with President Talbot about an hour, Frank Talbot closed his eyes, and those eyes were never opened until we left that room. He had no use for us. He had no use for us. In fact, by the way, the foreign minister of Liberia, C. Celso Dennis, was in our meeting. And I'm saying this to say so that just in case historians go do the research, so somebody can't say, you know, that's why I try as much as possible to place people at different meetings I attend. Throughout this conversation, I will be fast tracking, but I will be bringing events that turn the page of our country. The president, we told him that whatever he wanted us to do, we'll do to make sure that OAU is successful. We told him that decided that we'll suspend all political activities until the OU is hosted. We left, we went for vacation for 2 months. You know, the native people then got to go back home now, you know, and leave the people of town. This is not our town. Besides Matthew, I guess Matthew was the only one in our group that was from Monserrado. The rest of us from, you know, some of the funny places. So we left Matthew right here with people. And the rest of us went to our places. September 1979. We reconvened. We did two things at the September reconvening of September 1979. We declared the government that we registered the Progressive People's Party, a vanguard party. We wrote President Talbot. Jesse was then the Minister of Justice. And we informed him that we will be coming to him for legal thing. And I went to see him and he said, Kahn, but your brother that lawyer? I said, yeah, my brother is a lawyer. But my brother is not the Attorney General of Liberia. You are. They laugh. He said, but Kahn, you don't want to do this thing, you're supposed to have money. How you always do this thing, you don't get money? I said to him, but all the money you been making, and what other money you get you want, man? You make plenty of money, look at your stomach. And we laugh, you know. He said, all right, you better bring money here next time. You want 12 something, then you gotta pay for it, huh? You know. Say anytime we want legal something, we'll come back to you. At the closing, he said, you better come back before you make some mistake out there. We issued a letter. By that time, we were all over the country again trying to you know, to just tune the machine, just put some little touch up. We wrote the president that we're back, and we wrote a paper, maybe American Embassy, some of the people find it, the title is the Voice of the Revolution, but that particular title is April 14 area, that's the title. If you don't have it, find it, you will find it. It's a complete dossier, complete documentation of what happened. April 14 area, that's how we call the edition, it was issued in September. And in our edition, we say we registered the party. And we registered the party in October. I think we said October 11 or something. So, personally, me, I left town. I went to do what I do best. I train, I mobilize, I organize. That's all I know to do, to get things done. That's all I could do, to be True Whig Party. Because for me it was a mission. It was a family mission. And I think it was the mission for other kids that came around. Because it could not have just happened like that. These young kids, they were very bright. Today, Marcus Joy, Elisha Tapla, Sando Wayne, all the boys were bright. High school kids, well-disciplined kids. Richie Panto, I mean, you can name them, Gilmoy, Flomo, you name them. These boys were good. They were all in different multilateral high schools around the country. They were very smart kids. we say we'll organize our party. We will go to court October 11. The excitement was in the air, man. We have our own party. We need to pay attention to True Whig Party. Like I said to you, we were not our fathers. We're different. We're not looking for jobs. We're not looking to get rich. We wanted change to come, and if and when it comes, we'll be the beneficiary. And we didn't have to steal a dime. I can get some cold water on this. We're not looking to build girlfriend houses. We're not looking to generate new bank accounts. We wanted this country to make a time, to turn a corner. And we concluded that the one and only way to achieve that was to broaden participation, was to promote inclusion and not exclusion, was to create opportunity, broaden the power, put more biscuit on the table,